Hey guys, welcome back to Kumasao Reviews. Doing something a little bit different with the recording format here. You actually use it by photo booth to record this stuff rather than moving everything to a table in the middle of my collection room and stuff like that. I figured, one, I don't have to move my camera around and stuff like that. Two, you guys aren't distracted by 50 million toys in the background and this and that. And three, without you guys being distracted, I'm not getting asked about every single toy on the planet besides what I'm actually being reviewed. So let me know what you think of this format. I'm more than fine with sticking with it if you guys are more than fine with me sticking with it. But anyway, this is the latest in the B2Five. Let me slow down a little bit. The B2Five, I believe it's 1/28 scale acid rain line. So this is not the main acid rain line, which is a bigger scale. These are 2.5 inches tall. In fact, let's go ahead. Yeah, 2.5 inches. So memory actually served me correctly. This is their Wave 3B, so the second half of Wave 3. So what we have here is the Argot's Military, Moose Laurel. So this is the third Laurel that's been released. Again, Argot's Military. This is the Bucks team, so it's got the different tampoing on them and stuff like that, kind of like a SEALs type thing. And this is the Omanga Military. I believe this is the first from this group of, or this army, whatever you want to call it. So these are the Abaddon troopers. So one that has a specific deco on it, as well as two others which look to be same. So they do have their different kind of weathering and stuff like that, but they're the same type, but just you can tell they're painted on their own or whatever. So let's take a look. Get this stuff out of the way. I kind of like the Laurel a bit better than the three soldiers, so we'll take a look at the three soldiers first. Get these guys right front and center. And just so you guys know, plenty of comparison pics will be on the full article and gallery on kumasao.com. Just want to give you guys an overview of the figures themselves here. Alright, so tons of weapons. So you have 3 of these pistols, 2 of these rifles, 2 knives, a very specific type of pistol, as well as another. This is like a kind of like a pistol with a silencer on it as well. So I kind of go by, if there are 3 of them, they're for everybody. If there are 2 of them, they're for the 2 generics. And then if there's only 1 of them, they're for this guy right here, which I would, I guess, consider the leader of the group. You know, do whatever you want. It's kind of cool. There's no storyline or anything like that to follow. It's really loose. You can do whatever you want with any of these things. Even the mech suits and things like that, completely modular. You can interchange parts with them. That's what this line is made for. They're to be played with. Buy them all, mix them up. They're really awesome. So they're all the same mold, just painted different. We'll just take a look at one of them. I'll do the one that is particular. Get focus there. And he is like the other 2.5 inch. You can see there's a slit there on the back of them that goes for all 3 of them. Some of the rifles that they come with can actually mount on the back. Now the articulation is going to be the same. They all use the same base body type. So when we go to Bob, the one that comes with the Moose Laurel, exact same articulation. So ball jointed head, up and down movement, 360 swivel. Shoulders, full range of articulation. Bicep swivel. And it's really impressive for figures this size. All right. Wrist swivel. And they all kind of have this universal cup, kind of Lego-ish grip. 360 waist swivel. Good amount of ab crunch. Big range of motion in the hips. Now they don't have fine details like these packets or anything like that moving out of the way, so you kind of deal, but they are softer plastic, so they will move out of the way themselves. They just don't have hinges on them, so There we go. I'm not going to get too crazy here. Well, clip that into one hand, clip this into another hand. Very basic pose. Now, with this guy, I'm going to give him one of the daggers. Actually, I'll put him on one knee. Alright. And you can see the balance on these guys is just darn good. I'll actually use 2 pistols for him. Put him in the Mexican standoff. And there you go. Those are the Abaddon troopers. They come with plenty of weapons. And again, you guys know how I roll. Full article and gallery, kumastyle.com. Link will be in the description as well as pinned to the top of the comments and stuff like that. Lots of pictures that'll show off them with the different weapons, with some of the different military members and stuff like that from the B2Five acid rain stuff. You'll get a good scope of these guys, what they can do and what all the other weapons look like and stuff like that. But just to show, well, everything's falling everywhere. These come with just straight line male pegs, and they peg right in. So there you go. All right, and for the Moose Laurel, I'll go ahead and start with Bob. And as you can see, he has his own very particular design. It's really, really cool. I saw him on the larger scaled acid rain stuff and got really excited that he'd be brought to the smaller scale line as well, because it's just neat that they have their own characters and things like that. And it's really, really cool. Now, as for weapons, he comes with a simple pistol. Just trying to get him into a pose that looks like something. Like I said, the articulation on all of these is 1 for 1, so not going to go through another breakdown in the same review. But there he be. Now he also comes with a helmet. Just pop the head off the ball joint. And there we go, simple as that. Now we'll take a look at the Moose Laurel as well. Before we attach any of the equipment to it, just giving you a look at the base form. And again, this is the 3rd Laurel that we've reviewed. Cool stuff. Show you how the cockpit opens here. And if it's not noticeable from this review, this is a tinted clear window. It's not just black. So let's get him into seated form. Take a look. It's just these two that the hands grip into. And the nice part about it is, for the most part, they all sit in things the exact same way, so you can kind of prep them to go in there first. Alright, So we've got them in there like so, and since we've already got the palms facing the right way and this and that, we're just clipping these hands onto the bars. And realistically, you don't necessarily have to clip the hands onto the bars. It just kind of looks better for photography and stuff, but there we go. And then to close it up, 1, and then 2. Clips together. And now this comes with a blade that can swing out. And looking at the articulation, there's none in the torso besides the ability to twist around, and that's on soft ratchets. But the limbs actually have quite a bit, and we'll pop that back on in a second. Double jointed elbows, wrist swivel, and these 2 fingers can move in and out. All right. Now we looked at the waist. Hips are on ball joints, not the biggest range of motion, but it has some. Get that arm out of the way. It does have knees, single jointed there. All right. Lots of ankle tilt. And the front of the feet have the ability to move forward. Well, let's get these weapons attached. That back. Now this big old backpack, actually put it the right way. The side with the divot goes downwards, and it just clips into these 2 female ends right here. 1, 2, boom. And now for the gun, it could store, you could peg this into either of these 2 female ends, so have something like that. Zoom out a bit. And this is all flexible, so don't worry much about that. And to go ahead and have him hold it, pull that out. There's a female end right there, and it just pegs into there. And then you can grip his fingers around it too. So you could certainly have him hold it with one hand like so, or you could do 2 hands with that peg. And just so you guys know, since it's just 2 small pegs, it doesn't really stay on the best. See, they're not very long. There's that. And he has quite a bit of articulation, so I mean, play around, get it in a pose you want. If you don't want him to hold it at the peg, his fingers don't open quite wide enough. I tried to get him to get it there, but yeah. Since you can't really rotate the gun in his hand because of the fact that it's pegged in right there, you're kind of stuck. So there's that. And getting this reattached. Now I'm trying to figure out how that attached. Yeah. There we go. There's that. And just for a comparison, just have them next to some of the other Laurels here. Pretty neat stuff. Then turn around. And to close this out, what we're actually going to do is look at some of the modular abilities of this piece. So if we zoom in to the back of the box here, you kind of have this piece here. Alright, so it's using a number of pieces from another number of items. Obviously, you have the Moose Laurel here, and you have a couple of the strongholds too. So get 2 of the strongholds, and I believe it has an arm from this Laurel as well. So just pop the arms off, and since I showed you that the arms just pop off, I'm gonna start popping off arms. Popping off arms, alright? So we'll start, because I know these tab in, so trying to do that as carefully as possible. Make sure it's untapped. Carefully as possible. Get that out of the way. Alright, so we've got arms. Just get them transformed. Get them transformed. And they just pop right on. Alright. Okay. And these ones actually have spikes that come out. Pretty neat stuff. Now what you have to do to get the other arms on the back of it, you have to use these adapter pieces that they don't come with all of them. So I don't even know what these ones came with. I just have them in a bag of parts. So you put in one, pop in the other. Back looks like that. And I mean, mix match, make your own designs and things, but that's what they're for. The arms just pop in like normal. So there's that. We'll actually get the box on the side there. I feel like it's blending a little bit too much. And then, I don't know exactly which arm it is from this guy, so actually got it right with the reverse arm. Yeah, there's that. And this one has a gimmick as well, to where missiles pop out. And as you can see, just lots of cool little stuff with this line in general. I mean, it's made to play. And it's fun to play too. Very, very good ease of use, if you want to put it like that. This one's just really tight at the wrist, but yeah. And what's cool is, as they expand on each individual military team with some of these suits, you'll be able to do this, but it'll all have matching colors and stuff like that. And that's what I really look forward to as this line grows. But alright, let's go ahead and get the Abaddon troopers out here too. Close this review out. And again, this has been B2Five's Acid Rain series, Wave 3B. You've got the Omanga military, Abaddon troopers, as well as the Argot's military, Moose Laurel, and Bob. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and check out the full breakdown article and gallery on kumasao.com. See you next review.